Welcome to Tai Chi. Let's warm up. Hands at your waist, turn your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Expand your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Waist exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Airplane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Touch toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Be careful. Shift your weight. Kick your foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kick your butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Heisman, opening up our span, parallel feet, choose one side, cross and hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Short one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good golden cockerel, remembering all our elements for good Tai Chi posture. Dropping our shoulders, tucking our butt, hollowing out our chest, tongue on our palate, head erect. Opening up our span, shifting our weight to the left, up, golden cockerel. Down and up. And up. Golden cockerel stands on its left. Counterbalance and center. Right hand on the outside, right foot coming up, kicking out in line. Left hand, left foot up and out. Right hand, right foot up, counterbalance. Left hand, left foot up and out. Holding our ball on a T stance, root down, out and to the side. Bottom hand advances to part the wild horse's mane. Here it is. Sit back, twist step, root down, T stance, hold ball, L stance, bottom hand advances, part the wild horse's mane. Sit back, twist step, root down, T stance and ball, out and to the side. Energy up and across. Here it is. Sit back, twist step, root down, ball and T, L stance, bow stance. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball on the T, out and to the side, bow stance. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball on the T, out into the side, ward off. But yet, grasp the bird's tail. Look back, turn, then square, then contact. Push at your waist, at your wrist, separate, roll back, roll up and forward. Sit back, T stance, multitask, parallel and higher. What are we gonna do? Out and to the side, L stance, brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, parallel and higher, ear, heel, hand, face, brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, parallel and higher, ear, heel, hand, brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball in a T. We're gonna part the wild horse's mane. Here it is. Flip that hand and join it, cloud hand. Sit back, pivot, 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, flip meet, close. Middle or cup, 3 o'clock, flip meet, open. Middle or cup, only flip meet. Middle or cup, 3 o'clock, flip meet, close your stance. Middle or cup, 9 o'clock, only flip meet and open, sorry. Middle or cup, 3 o'clock, only flip meet, shift, up, golden cockerel. Down, shift, up, golden cockerel. Shift, cross, up, out. In, down, cross, up, and out. Holding our ball on a T stance. We're going to grasp the bird's tail. First warding off, and then pulling down the tail. Looking back, turning, then squaring, then contact. Push at your waist, wrist, separate, roll back, roll up and forward. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball on a tee, out and to the side, ward off, but yet grasp the bird's tail. Pull down, pull back, look back, turn, then square, then contact, push, separate, roll back, roll up and forward. Sit back, twist and turn, open and open, in and in, off the ground to embrace the tiger. Right hand on the inside, pulling him up, pushing him out, separating, dropping your shoulders, making yourself small as you close your form. Okay, Yang 10 form. Here we go, commencing form. Open, rotate, take a deep breath in, reverse, drop your shoulders, exhale. Middle hand, front hand to the middle, right hand higher, look at it, bringing it to the ear, turning your face, meeting both hands, then repulsing of the monkey. Center, higher, open, bring it to your ear, turn your face, meet in the middle, slide forward and slide back, T and parallel and higher, ear, heel, hand, face, brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, parallel and higher on a T, ear, heel, hand, face, brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball on a T, out and to the side, part the wall, torsus main. Sit back, twist step, ball and T, L stance, O stance. Flip that hand and join it. Then sit back, pivot, cup, pivot, flip meet. Cloud hands, middle, open, middle, mini flip meet, middle, flip meet, close your stance, middle or cup, flip meet, open, middle or cup, mini flip meet, shift your weight, up, golden top. Down, shift weight, and up. Down, center, and up. And in, and center, and out. Holding your ball on a T stance, out and to the side, ward off, but grasp the bird's tail. Look back, turn, then square, then contact, push, separate, roll back, roll up and forward. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball on a T, out and to the side, L stand, bow stance, but grasp the bird's tail. Contact, push energy out, separate, roll back, roll up and forward. Sit back, twist and turn, open and open, in and in, off the ground to embrace the tiger, right hand on the inside of the prostate to bring him up, push out, separate, drop your shoulders. Make yourself small as you close your form. Names of the movements. Commencing form. Pulsing of the monkey. The wild horse's mane. Wild hands. Golden cockle. Kick out. Grasp the bird's tail. Parent closing. Raise the tiger. Closing form. Mountain form. Very good. Okay, let's do our Tai Chi walk now, okay? Remembering that when we do our Tai Chi walk, we already know what our feet formations are, okay? So let's refresh our memories. You can do it with me, but make sure you watch and do it, okay? So you're in good Tai Chi posture and your hands are at your waist. You're pivoting out, walking in this direction so that both hips are now in the direction of your right foot. You're coming out on an L stance, parallel to the floor of the tile or on the line of the tile. Walking in that direction by turning your hips and waist as if you're going forward. Okay, sitting back, pivoting out, walking in that direction, bringing your heel out on an L stance, turning your hips and waist as if you're now walking in this direction. Sitting back, pivoting out on a zigzag, walking in that direction, heel out on an L stance, turn the hips and waist to walk in that direction. Sit back all the way, zigzagging out, walking in that direction, putting your heel out on an L stance, turning your hips and waist to walk in the forward direction. Sitting back, zigging out, walking in the zigzag position, putting out your heel on an L stance, turning your hips and waist, bow stance. Sit back, zigzag out, walk in that direction, heel on an L stance, turn the hips and waist, walk in that direction. Sit back, twist out, hold your ball, left hand on the bottom. On an L stance, part the wild horse's mane, bow stance. Sit back, zigzag out, hold your ball, heel on an L stance, bottom hand advances to part the wild horse's mane. Here it is. Sit back, twist out, walk in that direction, hold your ball. L stance, bow stance. Sit back, zigzag, walk in that direction, hold your ball. Heel on an L stance, bow stance. Sit back, walk in the zigzag position, hold your ball. L stance, bow stance. Continue. Sit back, zigzag out, walk in that direction, hold your ball. Heel out, L stance, bow stance. Sit back, zigzag, hold your ball, L stance, walk in that direction. Here it is. Sit back, twist step, walk in that direction, L stance, bow stance. Sit back, zigzag out, walk in that direction, hold your ball, L stance, bow stance. Sit back, twist step, walk in that direction, L stance, bow stance. Sit back, twist step, walk in that direction, part the wild horse's mane. Watch. Half step forward, hold your ball. I'm on my toe of my back foot. I'm holding my ball. My front foot is planted firmly. I sit back on my back foot. I spin my ball to the left, lift up my right hand, lift up my left foot, and set it on its toe, and this is called white crane spreads its wings. So when white crane spreads its wings, the weight is on the back or right foot. The left hand counters it by holding a ball on the top of a ball on your left thigh. The right hand is higher than your forehead, and the baby finger is cutting through the edge of your left or opposite shoulder, and your weight is on the back. All right? This is called white crane spreads its wings. Now, we're going to drop our front foot and bring down our top hand. And what are we going to do? Wasn't this familiar? You're going to multitask. You're going to brush your knee. Here we go. Out on an L stance, bring it to your ear, turn your face, brush your knee. That was an L stance, okay? Sit back, Zigzag, parallel and higher. L stands on an ear. Brush your knee, 2. Sit back, out, parallel and higher. On an L stance, bring it to your ear, turn your face, brush your knee. Listen carefully. Half step forward. Sit back on your back foot as you bring it to your front foot to the toe. Position your hands, bring it back and sit back on your back foot and play your lute on your heel. So what is the lute? The lute, the left hand is higher in the bend elbow position, while the right palm is across from the left elbow, the bend of the elbow. And you're playing your lute on your heel and your weight is on the back. Okay? Looks good. Okay, so we're gonna move it. This is part of the 24 form, and it looks very good. So just remember that it's a zigzag, and we say walk in that direction, because if we walk in this direction, both hips are now aligned to the advancing foot. When we come out after a zigzag, we always end up with a L stance. And we know that the L stance has to give us a leeway. We can't take a zigzag and the L stance right here, because that's not an L stance. We were taught that once you pivot out on a twist step, shift your weight, the L stance has to be on the line or parallel to the line. Therefore, my toe cannot stick out this way, because that's a zigzag position. So we want to keep it straight ahead. Then we want to turn our hips and waist and flatten out as if we're now walking in this direction. So think about what you just did. You did 2 zigzags, 1 zigzag at L stance and a zigzag at L stance, always in the middle, alternating. And yet when you advanced forward, you ended up in a straight position on the opposite side of where you first started, mainly because the zigzag was just a side, was just dressing. But the main thing that helped you to get straight ahead was your L stance. It's pushing you to go forward. Whereas all the zigzag positions are just taking you a little detour, but if you keep your L stance, you will always get to your opposite end of the room rather than wave off to the left or the right. Okay? So remember, you always hear me say the bottom hand advances, but then the question now becomes, which is the bottom hand and which is the top hand? All right, so watch to see if I come out on my right foot and my left foot is advancing, what does my left hand do? My left hand advances. Okay, not this one now. I'm not parting the wild horse's mane yet. My right foot is on an L stance. My right hand parts the wild horse's mane. So right, not this one. It's always on the L stance. Left hand on the bottom, left foot, right? Let's try that. Let's see if that's true. Let's validate what we're saying. We're saying that the bottom hand advances in parting of the wild horse's mane matches the foot that is on the L stance. Okay, let's see if that works. All right, first we come out here on our hips. We come out on a twist step. We're walking in this direction. Now put your left hand on the bottom. I'm giving you that one, okay? Now what happens? Is your left foot going to come out on an L stance? Yes. So the left hand comes out to part the wild horse's mane. To go one step further to answer Cheryl's question, our hands never cross each other. The left hand is on the top, therefore it's going to hold the top of the ball, and the right hand is holding the bottom. It never crosses it. Are we going to be in the right position? Our right foot comes out, our right hand comes out. Here it is. Sit back. We don't care about the zigzag. We do care about our hips and holding our ball, We're never crossing our hands. We do care about the L stance because the left foot is out there, the left hand advances. So say yes or no if this makes it clear. Yes or no? Yes? Right foot, right hand. Sit back, zigzag, never crosses, left foot, left hand. Half step forward, hold your ball. Spin it to the left as you sit back on your back foot, lift up your left foot, lift up your right hand, set it on its toes, white crane spreads its wings. Drop your front foot, then bisect your body. Look back at your back hand that's higher, parallel and higher. Left hand comes out to brush your knee, right? Left foot, turn your face, brush your knee. Left, left again. Sit back, out, parallel and higher. L stance, right hand, right foot, brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, parallel and higher. L stance, left foot, left hand, brushes your knee. To get out of brushing your knee, we need to take a half step forward. We're going to have to sit back on our back foot. The left hand comes up higher. We're on our toe of our left foot. We bring it back to our heel, and we're playing our lute. Okay? I don't expect you to get 100%, but just get it for an overview right now. Okay, I'm going to teach you a challenging one. It's called repulsing of the monkey. We're going to move backwards. So don't be afraid, but listen and do it slowly. We're playing our lute. We're dropping our front foot. One hand is centered and one hand is up higher. Hey, that's something we already know. Now we know we're going to come here and come here, right? But we're going to have to move backwards. So we're going to put all our weight on our back or right foot to alleviate the weight so that our front foot can come back and bring it to our ear, put it on its heel, pivot on the ball of our front foot to meet in the middle, slide forward, slide back. This is a backwards Tai Chi walk. Take it slowly, center and higher, look at it. We're going to repulse the monkey. Weight on the back foot, ear, toe, heel, pivot on the ball of your foot to meet in the middle, slide forward, slide back. Center, up higher, weight on the back. Lift, ear, toe, heel, pivot to the middle by pivoting on the ball of your foot, sliding back, sliding forward. One more, center, weight on the back, lift, ear, toe, heel. Pivot to the middle, slide forward, slide back. Listen and you'll get it. Pivot on your heel of your right foot, turn towards the clock, T stance and hold your ball. We're going to ward off. Out and to the side, ward off. Face that bulletin board and what? Grasp the bird's tail. Pull down, pull back, look back. Turn, then square, then contact, push, separate, roll back, roll up and forward. We're doing the other side, same as the 10 form. Sit back, twist, the hands don't cross each other. Right hand on the bottom to hold the ball on a T. We're going to ward off. Out on an L stance, push your opponent away, but then grasp the bird's tail. Pull down, pull back, look back. Turn, then square, then contact, push, separate, roll back, roll up and forward. Sit back, twist and cup, T and cup, and hook, across your face, out on an L stance. This is called single whip. Okay? Now, face the turn, stop, put your hands down, and let's do cloud hands. Okay? So in cloud hands, we start like this. Left hand higher, right hand lower, palms away for the bottom hand, palms looking at you on the top hand. Out, middle or cup. 9 o'clock, flip meet, close your stance. Middle or cup at 12 o'clock. 3 o'clock, flip and open, middle or cup. 9 o'clock, flip and close, middle or cup. Flip and open, middle or cup. Flip meet, close. Middle or cup, the backhand hooks where the 4 fingers cluster around your thumb. The left hand comes across your face with the palm close to you, looking at you. Step on an L stance, turn the wrist so that the palm now is facing the park. That's called single whip, okay? So that's very good. So I'm going to show you what you just did, okay? So we went forward because it's easier to see me. But believe me, it's the same thing that I'm going to show you, but instead of going forward, I'm going sideways, okay? So this is what you learned, minus commencing form, which you will see is very similar. I'm going to face you, okay? So good Tai Chi posture, and I'm going to do it for you. This is commencing form. This is Yang 24. Same thing as the 10. However, we need to part the wild horse's mane. So we're going to part the wild horse's mane for 3 times. We were doing it as a drill many times. But for the 24, we do it only 3 times. That's 2. Walk in that direction. L stance. Bow stance. That's 3. Then I said, half step forward, hold your ball. I said, spin it to the left as you sit back on your back foot. Lift up that right hand. Lift up the counterbalance foot. Set it on its toe as I do a transition movement called white crane spreads its wings. The next movement is brush knee. Look how smart they are. They say, bisect your body as you put down that front foot, parallel and higher. Same thing as you brush your knee. You brush your knee also for 3 times. Zigzag out, walk in that direction, L stance, brush your knee 2. Sit back, zigzag, walk in that direction, parallel and higher. Heel on an L stance, turn the hips and waist, brush your knee 3. How do you get out of there? You have to think about a transition step, half step forward, reposition your hands as you sit back on your back foot, put it to its toe, sit back on your heel to play your lute. Then we went on to say, let's do something fancy, a hard movement, but we've learned the hands. It's called repulsing of the monkey. Middle and higher, center and higher. Weight on the back. Bring it to my ear. Stretch out, toe, heel. Pivot on the ball of my foot, not on my heel this time. Meet in the middle. Slide forward and slide back. Center, look at the backhand. Weight on the back foot. Lift, ear, toe, heel. Pivot on the ball of my foot as I repulse the monkey for the 2nd time. Center, higher, look at it. Weight on the back, lift, ear, toe, heel. Pivot to the middle, slide forward, slide back. Last one. Center, higher, lift, ear, toe, heel. Pivot to the middle and slide. Then we did something very different. We then pivoted on our heel, brought back our ball and our chi, and we did something very familiar. We warded off to grasp the bird's tail. These are all movements in sequence for the 24 form. But it's a little difficult, yes, because you're moving in a linear way, not in the 3 or 4 squares of your blocks that you did with the 10 form. So after you grasp the bird's tail, we went on to do cloud hands. But to get into cloud hands, we need to get into a transition step. Pivot, cup, T, cup, hook, across your face, out on an L stance. This is called single whip. Sit back, pivot, cup, parameter 1 cloud hands. Middle. So in cloud hands, we do this rotation 3 times. That's 1. This is 2. This is 3. We want to get out of cloud hands. We're going to have to hook across your face, L stance, turn the palms. This is the second single whip. Okay? So let's count. Commencing form, parting of the wild horse's mane 2. We did that. And then to get out of it, we did white crane spreads its wings is 3. Then we bisected our body and we brushed our knee, that's 4. To get out of brushing our knee, we played our lute, that's 5. Then after the lute sets us up. The lute sets us up. All we have to do is center and look at it higher. And we did the backwards motion, that's 6, is repulsing of the monkey. To get out of repulsing of the monkey, we pivoted and we grasped the bird's tail, that's 6 or 7. What is that, 7? 7. Grasp the bird's tail, and after we grasped the bird's tail, we went on to 8, and we learned something called single whip. Then we went on to 9 movements, and we did what? Cloud hands. And after cloud hands, we did another single whip. 10 movements in a few minutes. So don't let the 24 movement, stop you from trying it, because it's a lot of fun. And I think that, although you didn't know how to exactly move and how to do the transition steps, you've got an overview of what the 24 movement can do. However, I'm not pushing you to go to the 24. I'm just giving you a taste of what it is. To do the 10 nicely requires still a lot of refinement. But sometimes if you understand something really well and you give it your all and it's the best you can do, you can still move on to another form and slowly learn the new form, but then go back to the 10 and fix it up even more. So 2 ways of doing it.
At the end of today, you will have completed at minimum 1 session of 10 form. And the first task, as we said, was to try to learn sequence. You learn sequence is up here. Just to be able to sort of tell the names and sort of have an inkling about what the thing is going to do. And intellectually, maybe over 10 weeks, you've got all the instructions, and then you're trying to put your body to work. Because Tai Chi is the mind tells the body what to do. And each of you have a different body, and each of you have a different mind. How good can your mind transfer that information, and how good can your body perform it? Those are levels that here on in you're going to be working on. Sequence is just, some people say, I know 10 form. Well, if you can count to 10, you probably know 10 form. What they are, maybe not. And intellectually, after someone has spoken to you and said, this comes after this, comes after this, comes after this, the mind knows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you know sort of where your hands are and your legs and your body is supposed to be. And I think that's an important part for each and every one of us. You get a chance to look at yourself, for better or for worse. I heard what she said. And what is my body doing compared to what she said and what I think I was trying to tell my body to do? And you get a general assessment, and hopefully it's an honest assessment. To some people, it's a little bit more unnerving than others. But I wouldn't worry about that. That's where you really, then the good part of Tai Chi, or the benefits of Tai Chi, come into being. When you say, hey, this is what I started off with. I'm going to try to make it do better, whether it be strength, whether it be moving my arms and legs in concert, whether I'm going to be in balance or not, whether I'm going to be concentrating on where to look and what to do. All of these nuances she talks about, these are the refinements. And you go on throughout your Tai Chi journey, no matter how long or how short. And the degree you go to, that's entirely dependent upon you. In some ways, your motivation. In other ways, your physical, if you call it limitation, that's you. But hopefully you get something of body knowledge and better use of your body. For now, I see some things which may be a little bit more advanced for some, but maybe some can relate to that. But there is a sense of symmetry of movement. Okay. For instance, if you are brush knee, you're coming up here. What's happening? This arm is coming out. Although we teach you to the ear, and when you first start, you shoot your arm up here. You come out this way, and what's happening? This leg is forward. Asymmetric in a sense, because it's this extremity going out in this direction, this extremity going out in this direction. But that, nevertheless, it's some sort of a symmetry. It's not straight across this way, but it's a symmetry up in this way. And the center, this allows your center of your body to stay centered. If you have one like this, you're likely to do this, or if you're like this and you're like that, whichever way, if you have this symmetry. So if you're coming out for brush knee, this is beginning of the getting this leg out, so that when you're here, and this is coming up and this is coming up, what's happened to symmetry? Same. See, you did this. You were here maybe, or here, but you're not, one hand is doing nothing and the other hand is doing something. Each is contributing to your stability. And then you say, well, what is this hand going to do? This hand, when it comes up this way, it comes together, stability. This hand is coming down, and it reaffirms that I'm centered, but I'm getting ready to put this leg out and this arm out. And then what happens to this? This comes out and this comes back. So there's symmetry in movement. So that's just one example.